Welcome to Friday's Teacher Tip. I'm Charlotte, the trauma-informed teacher, and here is your episode 5 teacher tip. Warm-ups with a modern twist. Here we go. Tomorrow. Warm-up idea number 1, photo prompts. Photo prompts are a great way to get your students talking about a topic before you teach it. Here's one that I did recently. When my husband and I went walking the other day, we saw this sign about monitoring ghost forests in our local park. On the walkway, it showed students how salinity levels changing have actually caused the ghost forests in the areas. The cypress trees simply cannot survive in this type of environment. This was the perfect opportunity for me to snap a photo, and I brought it in, shared it with my students at the beginning of the 8th grade class because we're studying hydrosphere. What could be more perfect of an example of water quality and why we need to steward our water resources than monitoring ghost forests? This topic connected beautifully. So if you're always kind of thinking when you're out and about in the back of your head of anything that you might be studying, you too can take your own photo. You can also find interesting photo prompts online. This is a great way to introduce vocabulary because as you start studying the pictures, students will, start talking about things. You can rephrase their ideas using content vocabulary. You can ask them pointed questions. You can show them a series of photos that go together to develop the topic that you're introducing. All these ideas will start your class thinking and engaging right from the very first few minutes. Idea number 2 is word of the day. I like to use the Frere model. This is the Frere model. This is a 4 block, so you could cut this down for students. So you would not have to make that many copies since you would be doing it every day. You put a vocabulary word that goes with your unit in the center, and then you have the definition, characteristics of the word, examples, and non-examples. I actually like to use, instead of characteristics in mine, I like to have students do a drawing so they have a visual image that will help them lock in the meaning of the word. So this really helps integrate your vocabulary skills into their learning, and students do much better on standardized tests and teacher-made assessments when they have studied the words specifically, and teachers have specifically pointed out the spelling, the meaning, and given students examples, allowed them time to practice. So this is one of your routines you can develop to help students be better readers in your content area. Idea number 3, entrance tickets. These can be super simple, super quick. This is one that I recently did, chemical or physical property. In my 6th grade class, we're studying matter. Students have a hard time remembering the difference between chemical and physical properties. So I just did a lesson on it, and then these are some properties listed over here, and they simply had to check, is that chemical? Is it physical? Once they were finished, we traded papers and graded each other's papers. Students got a chance to get immediate feedback, ask any questions they had, and then this was a formative assessment for me. Super easy, super simple. Make it just a few questions. Make your questions, some of your questions multi-level if necessary, depending on where you are in the unit. This was a simple concept that I wanted to check for, but you could always go a little deeper with like one of your questions just to see how far students have gotten in your concept. Entrance tickets are super quick and easy way to start your class and get your students' brains moving. Number 4 is pick a side. Give students some sort of controversial topic in your subject area and ask them to pick a side and argue why they have chosen that side. You definitely need to be ready for whatever comes out of these discussions. Sometimes they can get pretty interesting and pretty heated. Give students some parameters for what is and what isn't acceptable as far as their rationale, because sometimes, when their tempers get flared because they disagree, then they might use some colorful descriptions, especially in middle school. But this is a great way to get students actually, interested in and impassioned by your subject area. And idea number 5 is do some sort of SEL activity or socio-emotional learning. Here is one that I have seen, and I will link down below where I found this idea. This is Motivational Monday. Everybody gets a Post-it note. They have to write some sort of motivational idea, quote, whatever message on here for someone in the class, and then they all give their Post-its to the person that they wrote them for. Another idea that I found from the same author is do a worries and wonder chart. On this side, the students have to use their pen or pencil to write a worry that they have right now and write something that they're wondering or something they're confused about in the class right now. So these are 5 easy things that you can do to start your day. I hope that you have enjoyed them. Please tell me your favorite in the comments below. If you have any other ideas you would like to share with us, I would love to hear them. Thanks for listening. This has been Teacher Tip Friday. Everybody, wherever you're at, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Bye-bye.